if I were a fan in Montreal, I'd be pretty bullish on the Canadians. And again, part of this goes to health, right? If you've got Suzuki and Caulfield all season long, if you get Gallagher back, if Anderson can play Doc, like you go down the list of who's been out, um, and then you factor in how the Canadians have been rolling out 3D under the age of 22 most of the year. Gooley, Jack-I Harris. These guys are great prospects, and they're doing a good serviceable job as is, but they're only going to get better, Frank. And man, they've got killer prospects coming down the line here, man. Like Lane Hudson might win the Hobie this year, defenseman who's playing at Boston University. He was number 62 overall pick in 2022. And I don't know if he's going to turn pro and make a go at it here, but I just think that this club, even with the quality of players they have in that room, combined with this youthful exuberance that's starting to come through in terms of prospects, like I think they can be a lot better next year if they're healthy. And I think 2-3 years from now, the way this rebuild is going, it's accelerated. Their prospects are doing really well, whether it's in the Major Junior or in Laval. They've drafted well, and I think that the players that are already there can carry them, especially Suzuki and Caulfield, man. That's a dynamic duo.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that Montreal forward group, as you mentioned, is sort of ready-made NHL competitive if they're healthy. It's outside of Hudson, and to me, it's the back end that really I have question marks about, and also probably a bit of their goaltending as well. Jake Allen is a nice stopgap measure, but I don't know that he's sort of, ready-made, let's get this team into a playoff spot netminder, although you might have a different opinion on that. The team for me that stands out, a non-playoff team that's probably most ready to jump back into contention, is the St. Louis Blues. I think a couple really smart moves this summer, utilizing and leveraging some of the picks that they got in the trades that they made for O'Reilly and Tarasenko, that they're going to be right back in a good spot with the young core that they have with Kyrou and Thomas and Krug and that group. It kind of feels like cheating, though, to say that, doesn't it? Because they're not all that far out of the playoff chase, even though they're only like 13 points back of 32nd place. They're still much closer to the playoffs than a lot of other teams